Hi guys.
Hi.
Welcome to our very first Nugget and Dre show. Today we are doing a charting call. So we asked you guys to all have a look at Denise Walsh's charting video before we had today's meeting. And so basically we're going to kind of do a brief overview of what Denise talked about, and we're also going to do some charting. So I'll let the Nuggets take it away.
So the first thing that we always concentrate on is, of course, the steps to success. Everyone can see it? So that's joining the party, getting your first 4 loyal customers, and your 3 distributors. This is something we follow every month, so even if you're new, follow these steps and continue to follow them every month. That's what's going to help you succeed in this business. Filling those lines out every single month.
No matter what level you're at.
Yes, you talk to any one of the top leaders, they're still going to say they print these out every month and fill them in. It doesn't mean it happens every month, but they still work, and that's their goal.
Yeah.
The other thing Denise Walsh talked about is having 3 to 5 boxes of wraps on hand at all times. Either A, to sell them for your parties, when you're doing one-on-ones, when you're talking to people, or for your team. As you start getting new people in, you just want to make sure that you're able to help them and be able to lend them wraps when they're getting started. So I always challenge people to get their first 4 loyal customers in their first 72 hours. So I got mine within my first week in the business without even getting my kit or anything. I just went out there. We just went out there, we talked to people, we showed our excitement, and really got these people started. So it just goes to show that you don't need to have your kit to start your business. As soon as you hit that submit button, you are a distributor, you are in business, and you are ready to rock.
Yep.
And just remember to keep it simple. Don't stray from this. Don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Use the steps to success, the party pad, the materials that we're given, and it'll make your life so much easier.
The truth to the matter is that if everybody in your downline is to follow the steps of success every month, we are absolutely guaranteed to all make ambassador in our first 6 months. So all you need is 4 loyals, 3 distributors every month, and everybody on your team follows that same pattern, and everybody succeeds. That's why they're so easy.
Yes, if you watch Lydia Dias did a video on what you were just talking about, and it's a great video. They actually do the math, and it's pretty crazy the kind of money you can be making if you are following these steps and helping your team do it every single month.
That's cool. So you have in this business 5 ways to earn money. The first way is to sell wraps. So as soon as you get your kit, you can start selling your wraps, and you'll be selling them each for $30. So for every 4-pack of wraps you have, you're making $120 in your pocket. The second way is on your team income and your residual income, which is going to come from your commissions. So that's going to come from your commissions. On your first and second line, you're going to make your 10%. So on your distributors directly under you, and the distributors directly under your direct downline. Beyond that, it's going to be 5%, 5%, 2%. And then when you get a little bit further up, you're going to get a generational bonus. We'll worry about that a little bit later on in our team's age, I guess.
In our growth
in our growth cycle. So the third way is getting your fast start bonus. Me and Brittany both did it within our first 30 days. We got our first 2 loyal customers. That gets you a fast start bonus of $100. And as your upline, we also receive $100. So every time somebody gets their fast start, they receive $100, and their upline receives $100. Everyone wins. It's wonderful.
The other thing I wanted to mention with the Fat Start bonus, if you don't get those first 2 loyal customers in your first 30 days, you aren't qualified for commission or for bonuses. So especially with the good bonus going on right now, you want to make sure that you're getting your first 2 loyals in your first 30 days to make sure you're qualified for those bonuses.
Good call. The fourth way is called the car bonus, or the customer bonus as it's called now. So basically the car bonus is when you get to the point where you're at 60 loyal customers directly under you and equaling about 3,000 personal volume, you are going to receive the car bonus. And the car bonus is an additional $600 straight up of bonuses per month. So that is a really sweet bonus, and it's actually one of the ones that I'm currently working on. You're also going to get leadership bonuses through once you become a diamond. So that's kind of the generational bonus bit that I was talking about before. It's called the cab bonus. And so what happens when you hit that diamond status on your additional or your add-on distributors to your group, you're going to receive not only that $100 Fast Start bonus, but you're going to receive an additional $80 Fast Start bonus from each of those distributors. And you're also going to get a 2% overall bonus on your generation. We'll talk about generations a little bit later on again in our kind of food chain.
Yeah. But yeah, diamond is definitely the level where you want to start dreaming for. That's where the compensation plan really opens up. So that's kind of where you want to run to, first of all.
Yeah. And so basically we're going to kind of go over what you need to become an executive and what you need to become a Ruby. And then from there on in, we're going to get into the actual charting of it.
So to be an executive, you want to have 2 people on your top line. So that would be, for instance, if Andrea was on my team, it would be Andrea and let's say my friend Sean. So those would be my 2 people on my team. And you want them to be a qualified leg. So what that means is you want them to have 400 and a bonus volume.
So it'll look like that.
Yes.
So there's Nugget, there's Andrea, and there's Sean.
So to get that 400 in volume, you are signing up customers, you are maybe placing some orders, and helping people join your team. All those will equal your bonus volume.
I'm charting for Ruby right now.
So to become a Ruby, you want 3 legs on your team, and all 4 of them need to be 400 volume, and then one of those people is becoming an executive for you.
So that's what that looks like there. So you've got an executive and 2 people that are 400 volume DTs, and under your executive, you have this chart sitting here.
That easy. So really, and Ruby is the level you want to strive for really at the very beginning. You want to learn how to get there, and then you'll be able to teach your team how to get there.
Yeah.
And to become diamond, essentially all you need is 3 Rubies on your team. So if you can learn it and do it and start teaching it, you should be able to reach diamond no problem.
Yipper, that's it. So some people have asked me what happens if my second line, what happens if one of my first line distributors ends up not running their auto ship and they're not a qualified leg, but somebody under them is a qualified leg. So what happens in that case is called compression. And so what happens is when that distributor doesn't make their auto ship, those people kind of essentially move up a level so that they're directly under you. So you're still getting, oh, sorry about that. You're still going to get the volume from those people who are qualified legs. That person who didn't run their auto ship, unfortunately, just misses out on their commissions for that month. They can reinstate their auto ship for the next month, though, and become recommission qualified. If you do have any questions, just go ahead and type them in on the comment bar. We are definitely accepting questions from everybody. Okay, so the biggest thing that we can kind of press is that you're charting throughout the month, not just at the end of the month when everyone's looking for their promotions. You want to make sure that you're constantly, Denise Walsh called it chartitis, and I have to admit I have the chartitis. I'm always looking to see where my team is sitting, who is making their volume, and making sure that I'm working with my workers. So you have to do the same. When you have people under you that you're noticing are very hardworking make sure that you're working with them, because those are going to be your rubies. Those are going to be your emeralds that are going to help you to get to diamond and double diamond. They're also going to be the ones that are going to help you earn the most commission.
I mean, we all have people on our team that you really wish were doing better than they were, or that were working a little harder and you could work more with. But we just have to remember, at the end of the day, we want to give our time to the people that are showing us that they want it and are working towards their goals. We can only help somebody so much and push them so much before they kind of start falling back even more.
Yep, and that's okay. Not everybody is going to really fly at this business. So basically, you want to be working, Ms. Denise Walsh says that you should be working mostly with your top 20% hard workers. They are going to be the ones that really help you with your business in the long run. Not to say that you shouldn't help the other people, though. Make sure that you are making an effort with everybody on your team. So the next thing that we wanted to show you is we want to actually go through some real charting. So what I'm going to do is, right now I am charting to emerald. So because I made ruby today, so I am looking to make emerald for hopefully next week. So one of my biggest, my hardest workers right now, my very firstie, is Carmen. So she is definitely in line for a ruby promotion. And then my other hard worker is my husband, David. I have 2 other distributors, and I guess it's kind of a race between a couple of them who's going to be my first ruby other than Carmen. But so we're kind of looking at where I can chart to help everybody the best. So I am looking at my top line there being for emerald. So we're looking at Carmen, David, Diana, and Heather. And under Carmen, we have Nick, who has Kim and Delane under him. And they are currently both commission qualified with their 400 BV. And then directly under Carmen is Clint and Nikki. She has other distributors, but you want to kind of look at who is closest to the 400 group volume. So there's my ruby charting for Carmen. So that's kind of my goal, is to get Carmen to ruby so that she can be one of my rubies under my emerald. And then under Dave, we haven't added any distributors under him yet. So that's why I say it's kind of a race between a couple of my distributors, whether it's going to be Dave, Diana, or Heather. They are all directly under me, so I'm going to be working with all of them to try and see how we can get everybody the fastest to their ruby status. So that's kind of why you want to always be working with your distributors on ruby, because ruby is going to be how you're going to get to emerald. It's going to be how you're going to get, well, to ruby, to emerald, and also to diamond. Like Brittany was saying, it takes three rubies to make a diamond, and you got to always keep that in mind. And that's why you're always trying to chart to ruby for yourself and everyone else in your group or on your team. So yeah, I kind of went over how I would be charting to emerald for myself, because that's what I'm doing right now. Perfect. And yeah, trying to think if there's anything else that we wanted to go over.
Did anybody have any questions? Anything we can help you with?
It looks like we have, oh, we do have one viewer back on the call. So if you do have any questions, just let us know. You can just let us know in the comment bar. Are you seeing the comment bar? Can you let us know? And also let us know who you are. That's okay, not a big deal. So we wanted to make sure that this was nice and quick and make sure that if anybody had any questions on charting, that they could just let us know. So hopefully for those of you who are tuning in after this call is over, you're going to be able to get a little bit of information from this. And if you do need to ask us any questions, you know that you can contact us privately, either on Facebook or text. You know who we are. So throw us a message, or you can even throw it on the event page. And yeah, we can get to them later on tonight. We're going to be kind of hanging around here for a while. So if anybody has any questions, just let us know.
Yeah, actually, if you could do it on the event page, that way everybody else can see your question, and maybe they have the same question, but we're too shy to ask.
Perfect. Sounds great. Anything else that you wanted to talk about?
I think we kind of covered everything.
Sounds good.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so
we'll see you on Thursday. We'll be making our new event right away and posting our challenge for you guys.
All right.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye, guys.